I needed just one. One transistor. There we go. One transistor is all I needed. So I had to buy 10. So what happened is I thought, you know what, let's start recycling. We've got all these boards in our thing. It was going to be called the Wall of Tech, where I was going to make when I do live streaming eventually. I was going to have the wall for background. I was going to have all boards and stuff, right? So, or PC boards. So today I've been out here with the desoldering station, just ripping out components out of all these boards. Now, I got to think about today. Some of these things are quite expensive. Little coils, they're a couple bucks each. And, you know, you need to prepare for, you know, bad times when you can't get such things. Coils, man, I hate winding coils like nobody can imagine. I really just hate it. So I've been pulling all these coils out. I said, well, let's go ahead and get the transformers, which is, you know, it's still a coil, but I got all the transformers out. So I got some more to do. I got a lot of stuff down there still, but I've been pulling that out. I've been pulling out the crystals for who knows what I need them. One of my little Raspberry Pi kit, or not Raspberry Pi, my what is it? One of my Pixie kits for RF transmitter. I need to change the frequency up because there's too much traffic down at 40 megahertz at 7.023. So I got some crystals for 7.030 and 7.050. So I can just swap those out. I'll make a little socket where I can just swap them in and out of my kits. But it's too hard to come by parts if you need them. And some things are ridiculously in price unless you want to just, unless you want to wait for them to come from like China or something, which those came from Mouser, but still. They want to charge me $10 shipping, so I said, yeah, I'll take my time, and it, like $2. But you need to be able to salvage components. I mean, like here's a bridge rectifier, a full bridge, I guess. Yeah, bridge rectifier. Heat sinks are expensive to come by. I've ordered a bunch of those, but some things I took off like this I don't need, but I just like desoldering sometimes surface mount stuff just for practice. And then I'll resolder it back on later. Well, probably not. I don't know which board it came from. But, I'll pull stuff off and resolder them. And there's different coils. These are all surface mount ones anyway. But that's what I was going to say is a lot of opponents are what's worth salvaging, in my opinion, is what you need, what you use. I use coils, so coils to me, transformers, chips, not so much. I've got a lot. I don't know. One of these bins down here is just full of chips from Radio Shack, so I don't know. Heat sinks, definite. Power transistors are good, but and just different components. They're worth salvaging. So power jacks are extremely useful because you never have any of those. Circuit testers are good. Like the little kits that'll tell you what they are with a component. That's a little hard with the ones I have out now because I don't have them done. But let me check here. Let me see if I can get something with long enough leads to test. Okay, so here's a coil. I don't know the value of it. Now I have a tester way over there, but if I could just do this and test it, why wouldn't I? Okay, it's 0.2 ohms. It looks like 35 millihenries. I can't see, but there's your value of the inductor, or the coil. And here's a capacitor. So I mean, I wouldn't want to open that to see the values of it. I just plug it in. I'll put a link to this on Amazon. It's a pretty neat thing. It's a little tester. It does, I don't know, I think it does inductors and it does capacitors and resistors and just a bunch of things. So I don't think it'll do chips. Do I have a chip? No, I don't have a chip. Oh, here's one. I don't think it'll do chips. Doesn't really fit in there. Oh, thinks it has a capacitor in test mode, dang it. So, I gotta stop that, hold on. Oh well, it's running its self-test. It's just gonna have to finish through and crash out. You know, I think I forgot to record the first part of this video. So, this is how I de-stress. It's about recycling and reusing and repurposing, which is kind of what, you know, preppers do and stuff, but I mean, this stuff is, it's not that expensive. Let's not say it is, but it does take a long time to get. And if I'm in the middle of a project, I want it now. I don't want to wait 2 months or 4 to 8 weeks to get it, you know. So I want it now. Excuse me. So, what do you guys do to de-stress? I salvage components off old boards. What I'll do is, you know, they'll upgrade computers at work or something. They'll throw them out and say, let me have them, you know, if they're damaged. Otherwise, they send them to I don't know, schools or something, I think. They send them off to charitable organizations. But the damaged ones or the really, really obsolete ones, rather than going to a landfill, you know, I'll take care of it. I'll make my wall of tech out of it. I'll redo this whole area in computer boards if I had my way. But it's de-stressing, you know. So what do you guys do to de-stress? I do this, and I repeat myself apparently. All right, well, let me know. Let me go over again one time what you need to always salvage is, you know, jacks, like input jacks. You need transformers, coils, rare equipment. It depends on what kind of repairs you do. And like I said, I'm going to leave a lot of this stuff, like this one here. This is full of capacitors and stuff. If I ever need one, I'll pull it off. But I'm not going to pull them off just to have, because I have bins full of brand new capacitors. So there's no need to get possibly questionable material. I don't know what was wrong with this board. I don't know what it was. Oh, I think this came out of the back of a monitor. The monitor fell off the desk and the screen cracked. So I took the board out of it. So, you know, there's that. So I don't need the capacitors now. I'm not going to pull them off. It's not, excuse me again, it's not important at this time. But if I have to salvage one, I really need one, I can go look for them. You know, I can tell basically, you know, the size. I know it's, you know, not going to be a small one. I know this is going to be a big one. It's about probably 150 or something. Yeah, 150. And this thing's actually done now, so I think we can test it. Yeah, there's too much solder on there to push it in. Oh, it shows. But like I said, it's not all the way in, but still. 133. You zoom in there. 133.6. Wherever it's at. Yeah. So, it's close enough. Oh, shouldn't be a hole in there. See that? See that? That's a dent. But that's something that should not be there. So it's probably internally getting ready to short out. I don't see the lid bulging on it anywhere. But that affects things. I wouldn't use this. I'll throw this in the trash. But, you know, you never know. And I may have damaged that when I got it out. I don't think so, because I was just using the heat gun over there. Alright, this is NCP. Y'all have a great day. Let me know what you do to de-stress. And if it's environmentally good. So let's call it that. I'll title this environmentally good relaxation or something. I don't know. Ha! Alright, y'all have a great day. Let me know what you guys do to de-stress. Sometimes I can come out here and just to be out here, and I don't have to do anything. Yeah, it's going to sound weird. But sometimes I'll go out to the other side over there, or here, and I'll just sit out there and just look at my tools. And think and plan and just be happy. Does anybody else do that? I don't know. Have a good one, everybody. NCP out.